few in there. Lift the camera up a tad, and I'll move the wire, don't worry. The wire that's dragging. There we go. It's better. Hey Kirsty, that was quick. Casper's asleep. Right, anybody else watching this back? What was that? This is a live stream. Click the live chat button. Just gonna get the iPad connected. And there I am. Are you Crystal? No, I can't have that there. You'll have to put it over there. If it's over here, you have to put it on mute.
No, just it gets you make a weird noise.
Right, okay. I've just downloaded these images of Etsy, the PDF of Hanna. I absolutely love them. I can see myself colouring all three of them. Got more of the music one there, we've got My Little Pony, and one with like, baby style, isn't it? So I might just move you up just a tad little more. I'm using the floor tripod, so I hope that that's alright. So I'm leaning towards these two. I think I'm gonna attempt to do some watercolours. I'm using a different sort of paper. I think it was 160 GSM, this paper that I've literally just picked up. So I'm just gonna get everything out ready. Hopefully not knock the camera like I nearly just did. Get my water out. My brushes. I can only really set everything up once the stream is on. And my empty palette. Some tissue paper. Got my Paul Rubens, so I might actually use them tonight. And my watercolours. So how is everyone doing? Again, it feels like time since I've live streamed. Hey Kayla. I'm glad you're catching me online. Every single time that I've seen that you've been online, it's been like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning for me. Stop being lazy. I think the problem is, Kirsty, you've not got much patience, have you, love? I'm just trying to organise my space a little bit better, just so I'm not knocking anything over and spilling water everywhere. I spilled water literally all over the floor the other night. Make sure I don't do it again. So I think I'm going to go for the My Little Pony one. So yeah, this set, like I said, it was a 3 set on Etsy. Oh, pushing the other two away. I think it was about £6 all in all for all 3 of them, give or take. That's fine, Curly. I'll probably, well, I'll still be here. Yeah, it's super cute, isn't it? So I'm a newbie really when it comes to watercolour, so I'm sort of just playing around with it and see how we go. This is actually the free water brush that I got from Derwent when I ordered. It was just samples that I got this one with. I don't think I've got any water. I've got a tiny bit of water in that one. Got a more of a fine detail one. even more fine one. I do apologise, you'll just have to bear with me. Oh, I did get, I'm not sure on my channel yet how many were there in that pack, and it was only cheap. I think it was these, yes, it was these 5 brushes. I think they cost about £3, £2.50, but really fine detailed ones, so I can use them with the Paul Rubens, you know, obviously fine detailed work, and they work just fine, especially for that price. I was quite impressed. Right, let's look at my water handy. What do you think of this tripod? Do you prefer this one or the one that I was using? Hey, London vlogger. I was just taking a drink of my drink then. Right. I've completely not decided on colours. I think I'm going to try and go for more pastel colours, but I'm literally going to have to mix my own, so you'll see I'm doing it. I have, well, I'm waiting for an order on a different watercolour palette, but it's a complexion one, I think it's called. So it's more skin tone colours, because I really do struggle getting a nice skin tone in watercolours, so it'll be nice to have it all in a palette, you know, all ready to go. So I'm just watering down this red, because as you can see it is quite dark. I'm going to add some white. I'm going to have to pick it up actually. So you was up late last night, weren't you, Kirsty? I was in bed when I was watching that stream. I did plan on going to sleep about half an hour before that. The little miss had me up again last night. It's my lighting in the morning though. That's looking a bit better. So I had a bit more water, clean my brush, add a bit more white. I want it to be quite pastel pink. I'm not going to go overboard, I don't think, with the watercolour, because I do want to add a bit of pencil shading. Right, I think that will do. So I will mention this now before I forget. As you would have seen, I've already put the announcement video up. I've not heard from the lady yet who's won. But obviously, like I said, I'll give it 72 hours. I'll give it a couple of days. And then if she doesn't contact me, I'll probably just do a live stream. I'll come on, whoever's online. And then I'll go on to the random.org and pick a number that way. You know, so it's done. Because them boots now are just sitting there. But like I said, I can't say that straight away. We'll just see if the lady contacts me anyway. I've left me my email address and everything else that's needed. Casper was being a nightmare. Right, let's start on these ponies. I don't know what colour this is going to be. It's sort of a guessing game, and I think I'm going to have to rinse my brush off a little bit. I am trying different paper, like I said, so I don't know how this is going to react. I don't know how the ink is going to react to the water. We'll just have to see. It might end up buckling terribly on me, but we'll see. So thank you to everyone who did comment on that video. I was quite pleased. It's nice, that one, into really pastel colour. Like I said, I want to go over with pencil, so I don't want it to be too bright, I don't think, especially not on these ponies anyway. Silence, I'm concentrating. Stay in the lines. Right. Shall I make them all the same colour, so you know, so it's matching? What I might do is do these two, the pink, and then do this one like a minty pastel colour. Don't get me wrong, I really like this palette from Winsor & Newton. But I think it's just laziness, not being able to get the right skin tone. That's why I've ended up ordering that other palette. How are you getting on with your new watercolours, Kirsty? Are you liking them? They look really, really nice. And the Charmeleon ones, I think you said. I think I'm going to let that colour dry in there and then I'll be able to use it at a later date. I've actually been reading up about how to make my own glitter and metallic watercolour paints. So I'm thinking about trying to do that. You can actually use old, well not old, but what you're not using anymore, baked eyeshadows, and then you crush them down and add Arabic glue, I think it's got. Is it Arabic glue? No, gum Arabic, that's it. Gum Arabic. You mix that in with it with a couple of other things. And then it sort of changes it into a watercolour. So I'm really interested in finding that out. I just need to get a little, you know, like empty pans to keep the colours that I'm making. And then possibly an empty palette. Oh, I'll be sharing it. It'll probably be a disaster, but I'll share it anyway. So I'm going in with a dark green. And then again, I'm just going to add white to this. Hey, we've still not finished The Witcher. I've not watched any more episodes since the last came on. You know, with obviously Christmas being busy, and if I'm not sat here doing my colouring, then we've got Coronation Street to catch up on. And we can't watch any of The Witcher upstairs, which is quite loud. It'll end up waking Isabel up. We really need to watch it down here. We need to binge watch it one night and watch like 3 or 4 episodes at once. I miss Geralt and his grunt. Have they said when it's going to be the next season? Has it been commissioned? Oh, I haven't seen that. Like I said, I've not really been watching much TV. Not like I said with Christmas and everything going on. It's just been too busy. Alright, I've just been sat here. Do my colouring. Right, I quite like that shade now. I've been painting, what, for 3-4 minutes, and I've literally got it everywhere already. Right, so I'm just going to try and wipe off any excess. And go into this one. I couldn't help but fall in love with these. I've had these images in my wish list, gosh, since I made an Etsy account, and I don't know why I've not purchased them. I just, you know, just haven't. And I was looking at a couple of grayscale images. There was one, I can't remember the name of the artist, but it was like Wizard of Oz themed. But I thought that'll be too, it will be too dark for the watercolouring that I want to do. So I thought this would be perfect. Like I said, I've wanted it for the longest time anyway, so I'm glad I've just done it now and, you know, bought them. So I printed out double copies of each of the pages just in case I mess up. Which hopefully it won't happen tonight on camera. But with this being My Little Ponies, I want it all pastel colours, I want glitter, I want gel pens, you know, everything. We've not long got back from actually shopping and we got caught in that lovely downpour. And the nice colours. Going for the pastel colours.
That's what colour My Little Pony,
Yeah, they're all pastel colours, like obviously greens, pinks, blues, yellows.
It's behind, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Hi, Kirsten.
He's saying that the chat's a little bit behind because I'm watching the chat through actual YouTube tonight, and it is slightly behind, so don't think that I'm ignoring you, it's just that it's not popped up on screen yet. He should be over there playing FIFA, but he's not. He's stood at the side of me.
I'm going to try and play it now. You have to keep an eye on that if it messes
I will
up.
have to keep an eye on it. If it does mess up, then you're just going to have to come off it.
Well, he's getting kicked off it first before me.
Well, I'll let you know.
How many people are
See, I think 6. See, I'm not sure whether I think it's alright, but I'm not sure whether the ink is running very slightly. I think it'll be okay. He is making me nervous. We're still right behind me. He's out at room now. Standing literally right behind me, like a shadow. What you love?
What's it?
She said it was you making me nervous. Standing right behind me.
Well, you know. I will be.
Don't take him on. Don't listen to him, typical male. Right, should we add a little bit of shadow? I'm not sure. I don't want to overload the paper because, like I said, this is the first time that I've used this paper, so I'm a bit... I missed that comment about printer. We don't have a printer. Shell was going to send me that PDF of the tree. I can print it out for you, Kirsta. Get it, send it me, or you send it to me. Whatever's easiest. I'll print it out for you, and whenever I see it, I'll pass it on to you. Just remind me. Yes, he is rude. I'm just going to attempt to add a little bit of shading. I don't know if this is going to be. Let me just add a tiny little bit more red. You back with snacks, Crystal? What have you got? Yeah, Kirsty, just send it to me either tonight or tomorrow, and I'll get it printed out for you tomorrow. I'm not getting the printer back out tonight because it gives Rollo a heart attack. As soon as that printer comes out, that dog is terrible, so I'm not doing it again to it today. You don't need to be on a diet, Kirsty. We had homemade lasagna for tea, and I wish I hadn't bothered. Both the kids liked it, but I didn't. Didn't like my own cooking. But we're naughty, we got Chinese. And I've still got the ribs in the fridge that we didn't eat, so they could possibly be reheated later. Depending what time it is.
Is it alright at the moment?
Sorry?
Is it alright?
Yeah?
He's online, so
Yeah, it seems alright, yeah.
I don't think it's that what causes it. I think it does sometimes. Cause
I'm going to add a little bit more red actually.
it's not sleeping really.
Someone actually requested that I used metallic pencils, and I think I've only got 2 in a video. Metallic pencils aren't usually, a medium that I do go for. Has anybody else tried any metallic pencils? What are they like? Are they easy to use? I'm just going to pop this colour down and then blend it out. I think that'll probably work best. You're as bad as me. I like just normal cheese spread, but it's quite a strong cheese spread. I'll only eat them. They're like salt and black pepper crackers, and you can only get them from very certain places. They're the only crackers that I tend to eat. We've got all sorts of that food left over though from Christmas. Right, I'm going to blend that out nice. Yeah, because I use the watercolour like metallic paint and I use gel pens, I don't tend to reach for the metallic pencils all that often. Well, I've never used them, to be honest. They just come in one of the sets that I've got, so I don't know how they work or anything really. If you can hear clicking in the background, that's my husband on the Xbox. It's the joypad. It's a brand new joypad that as well, it shouldn't even be doing that. And if you hear any swearing, that's him because he's probably losing. Right, I am noticing a little bit now, it might not pick up on camera, but I'm getting a very, very slight buckle just here. So I'm not going to put any more water on either of these two, I don't think. I mean, just that one's looking a bit patchy, I don't like that. So let's just try and blend it out. I'm not adding any extra water, I'm just adding what's, you know, it's on the brush. I just find Hanna karlzon just so easy to work with. Oh, I finished the page in, oh, let me show you. I'm really proud of it actually. I finished the lion one this afternoon. I had to do the lion one, it was my very favourite one. So it's a sneak peek into this month's finished pages. I just don't want to get the back of it wet. So I did the, let me move the palette. I did the lion with pan pastels and pencil on his eyes. And then I used Faber-Castell Polychromos on all of her skin, her hair. And then I used the Paul Rubens for the shiny bits. And I absolutely love how it turned out. I love the lion. And that lion, it probably took me about half an hour to get the whole thing done, whereas this area, the woman, probably took me about 3 hours. And I used a bit of, it might have seeped through, yeah, as you can see there, I've used a bit of Zest-It to blend out the polychromos. And I'm thinking about not ripping it out, but cutting this page out and popping it in a frame. I just love the lion. I'm really proud of that one. So yeah, I had to show you that one, so I'm going to be working in another picture out of that very, very soon, possibly the zebra one. So let's continue with this. I get sidetracked that easy. But when I finish something and I'm proud, I want to share it with you. So for everybody else who didn't win the giveaway, I'm going to do another one at 1,000. I've got a good idea. I've obviously not got it yet, the items that I want to give away. But I've got a very, very good idea. I'll give a little hint. It's the one that I've probably spent the most time in, the colouring book. I'm going to order that to give away, hopefully at 1,000. And possibly a couple of other bits, but we'll see. We'll see how the pennies are at the time. It's one of your favourites. Oh, thank you, Crystal, and thank you, Kirsta. I'm really chuffed with that one. Just goes to show that pan pastels are fantastic. And the Ritz crackers, I'm just reading up on the comments now. They're Danny's favourites and they're Isabel's favourites as well. Ritz crackers. Yeah, and the bacon ones. I'm just drinking my usual drink for Saturday night, a gin and tonic. Just make sure I let everybody know because it's an adults only channel. You know what, I've not heard anything about that, but I think I've had one email, but I've not heard anything else, so hopefully you know, nothing else gets said on the matter. Right, the hair. You know what I'm going to do with the hair, which I've never done before? I'm going to base it, and we're going to do it, well, attempt to do a rainbow hair. Yeah, we'll try that. It'll make me nervous because I've not done it before, but we'll see. So I'm just going to get a couple of colours ready in the palette. And we shall see how it goes. So I've got a yellow, an orange, I've got the green, I've got the pink ready. Let's get a blue. I don't like that shade of blue, let's wipe that out. For anybody that's interested as well, this is just a cheapy little palette that I got from, it's not actually a craft store, it's more of like a home store. The range, I think I paid £1 for this palette. Ideally I probably should have got a few, so I can keep these colours and then obviously just add water when I want again. You know what, I was at the range tonight as well. It was like a 1, 2, 3 moment, everyone jumping out the car. My husband jumping out first to try and get that Isabel's buggy ready. And then me pulling her out the car, pulling everyone's hood up, trying to get out of the car as fast as we could and getting in there. It was like a torrential downpour. It weren't raining when we set out. Right, let's add some white. Oh, Kirsty, the range is your best bet, love. It's the cheapest place that I've found, and it's not £1. So I'm just going to add some white. You know what I did try last night for the first time? I was using, obviously, my watercolours here, and I added, let me just find it. I added a little bit of this, and it is acrylic paint, but it made it into more of a gouache. And it worked a treat, but the only thing is if I'd use it on this, it would take away the dark black lines, which I don't want. But if you're adding like if it's like a scene or a sky, then it's ideal. And that paint was very inexpensive as well, actually, for that small tub. I think that's going to last me a lifetime. Right, so I'm happy with that blue. Let's work on the yellow. What's everyone else working on tonight? I feel like I've not worked in Hanna karlzon for such a long time. I think I just fell out with her because I'd done all the backgrounds in Soulmates. I needed a break. So I'm glad I'm doing this tonight. It's a nice change. Right, that's pale enough. Wipe off the brush again. Now the orange. Have you not done any more in your the Colour in Heaven one? In all honesty, I haven't actually. I've been busy with the new ones. Right, so what other colour do we need there? We need a nice purple, don't we? A nice lavender. So let's try this one. This might be a little bit too... No, it's alright. Hey, you're doing well with your Instagram, Kirsty. Really well. You're colouring in the mermaids, Jade Summers. I don't tend to get on with Jade Summers boots. I don't get me wrong, I've got 2 of them and I love them, so I don't understand why I don't colour in them more often. I think it's probably the paper. The paper really puts me off. I could probably scan the images in and print them out myself. But I think that's just down to laziness, in all honesty. But I do like the images, I really do. I think I've got the furries one and the dark and light fantasy. There possibly might be one more, I can't remember. Right, so I'm just going to lighten this last colour up. Can you think of any other colours? I think that's alright. I might add a bit more orange there. Yeah, well, I've been taking place in that. I've got, I think I've done 3. I want to say it might be 2, but I want to say 3 on Instagram. Yeah, I'm really enjoying doing them. I've definitely done one at the Pop Manga Mermaids one. I can't remember the other ones now. Oh, gosh, what's it called? I can't see it from here, I can't remember the name. But you'll know what I'm talking about. It's the one, Ellie, the one from Etsa. Right, I think that should do for the hair. But we shall see. So I'll start off at the top. And I'm just going to randomly put these colours wherever and then blend, well, worry about blending them out afterwards. Skin tone, I might go in with that alcohol marker. What do you guys think? Because I think the skin tone, if I went in with just pencil, I think it might take me a little while. I'm not having to load the brush up again either. This paint really does last. And once you re-wet it, it's quite easy to blend. Snap, so do I. So do I. That's why I'm really enjoying grayscale, because it shows you where to put, you know, the contouring, the shading under the hair, nose, etc. I've got some tutorial boots, but I can't see myself sitting there doing them for hours. I'll do one every now and again, but the skin ones I find quite complicated. It's coming out a little bit darker on camera than it actually is in life. That's one here. Just move it up a little bit. Yeah, well, you're alright then, aren't you? You know, if it shows you. It's just you getting used to knowing where to put the areas of darkness if it's not grayscale. You just got to think, haven't you, if the light source is coming in this way, you know, it's going to be darker underneath here. And sometimes I even myself, I forget that. And I mix them all up, and the end result doesn't turn out quite pretty. Right, I'm just going to have a little drink and just wipe my brush off. Has anybody else done anything interesting today? We've had physio for Isabel this morning. What else have we done? I've done my stuff for YouTube, that announcement video. Done a bit of shopping, and then apart from that we haven't really done much because the weather's not allowed it. Well, that's Crystal, that is one thing I've got on my list of videos that I want to do, to attempt to do a darker skin tone. I am not any good at it, I don't think. So I thought if we practice together, you know, we might be able to get tips from each other. I've got a couple of dark skin tone colours. I don't know if anybody's interested, but just watch Colour with Claire's video. The Prismacolor, the colour chart that she did there, and there's one for, that's my Castle Art one. There is one for Faber-Castell Polys, and there's one for Black Widows. So you've got a mixture of all sorts of skin tones there. So I'd thoroughly recommend to watch Colour with Claire's video. That's where I got all of them. I've only tested one of the skin tones out, and that was actually that one from the, is it Wild Soul. Yeah, and it turned out beautiful. So please, if you're needing any skin tone colours, then have a look at her video. Oh, I've been playing on the Switch as well today though. I play Pokemon still. I've completed it now, so I'm literally spending hours and hours trying to complete the Pokédex. How sad is that? And doing online battling and raiding. But I was interested in playing Pokemon way back when it was originally out. Both me and my husband, because we're the same age. So I got gifted a Switch Lite at Christmas off my father-in-law, and then because I was playing Pokemon, so this was Christmas Day, I opened it up, and then come Boxing Day we had to stop at the local Argos because my husband had to get a Switch Lite and a Pokemon because he wanted to play Pokemon with me. Oh, how did his driving lesson go, Kirsty? Well, I'm not ashamed to say it. I still love Pokemon. Still absolutely love it. What I'll probably end up doing tonight is once I finish this stream, I'll tidy everything up, pop myself in bed with my Switch, have a drink, and catch more Pokemon. That's what my Saturday night will be. I'm just getting these two colours to blend together. I think I will go over with a smidgy bit of pencil. This colour is coming across as peach on camera, and it's a little bit more orangey than that. Need for Speed, yeah, gosh. He used to play that all the time, but what was it on? We used to play it on the original Xbox 360 Need for Speed. That was when I first moved into my own flat. And I had the original Xbox, and that's when me and my husband first met, and we used to sit and play that. Well, I hope the next one's a bit better then. I keep saying I need to sort mine out. But you know, with Disney coming up, I'm trying to save as much as we can. So I said to my husband, actually, it was only yesterday, he said, what are you doing about your driving lessons? I said, well, I need to save for Disney. So Disney's in March. So once that's, you know, been and gone, and it's getting serious time with the driving, I need to, I really do. I bet you wouldn't have done it, you probably would have me. I'm not very good at car games and racing games, which makes me think that I'm not going to be very good at driving. But anything that's role-playing games, then yeah, I'm dead good. That's why I'm interested in The Witcher. Kirsty, if you've enjoyed The Witcher, the programme, you need to play it. You need to play it on the Xbox, and it's even out for Switch as well. It's absolutely fantastic. It's an open world game, so there's all sorts to do. I think I've completed that about 3 or 4 times. Really, really good game, that one. But hey, we're a colouring channel here, and we're talking about computer games. How's that right? My dad would be proud. So, But I'm going to go in with the next colour in a minute, I think. Yeah, let's add a little bit of this to the top. There's quite a blunt line there and there. Just drag it up a little bit. This is completely and utterly not planned, so I'm not doing this as a colour along. It's more, let's watch me, you know, see what happens here. Well, both me and Kirsty do as well. Kirsty's finished it all. I think I'm on the 4th or the 5th episode of The Witcher, and I am enjoying it. I just need more time, you know, to sit down and watch it. So I'm going to go in, I don't know whether to go in with the yellow or just dip tints or not. I'm going to go in with more of the coral shade, I think. Here we are. Let's just put colour down and stop worrying about it. I've got some nice stickles actually that'll match some of these colours beautifully. But that's obviously towards the end. So Isabel had her hearing test as well yesterday, or Saturday today. She had it yesterday. Everything's a-okay. Hearing's fine. I told the lady that was doing the tests, if she is sat in the front room and I'm in the kitchen, which it's a little bit of a distance away, there's like the hallway between us, and she can hear me opening food up, opening a bag of crisps or whatever, I've got no concern over that child's hearing. But she has got something called glue ear, but apparently that is quite common in children in her age, so it's nothing to worry about at the moment, so we're not doing. But if she's a little bit older and she still suffers a little bit with it, I think they'll talk about hearing aids or grommets, I think. But yeah, apart from that, A-okay. And she was good as gold. Absolutely good as gold. These colour, that green is looking quite muddy mixed in with the pink. I'm not liking that at all. Let's just try and mix it in. I'm not going to use that green very much. I'm just going to have to add a tiny little bit this side to make it even. Maybe just do a stripe of it on its own. What do you think I should use the Paul Rubens for? The stars. The stars. We're using the Paul Rubens on the stars. Add a little bit more. Wipe off. Now with the yellow. That's quite of a musty yellow, that, isn't it? That leaves that mustard colour. Are you finally coming out your bed? Hello, Rolo. One of my dogs has been in a mood nearly all day. I think it's TMI. I think it's the time of the month nearly for her. She's been angry and ignoring me nearly all day. Sat in her bed sulking. So it's nice to see her out. Hello. That's what you can hear on the floor, the patters. No, she's just walked off. And the other one's doing a backward sneeze. It's quite common that apparently in Chihuahuas, which nobody warned me about when I got them. I had to read up about it. I thought they were dying at one point, like seriously ill. But no, it's a common thing. It's called a backward sneeze, which sounds like a sneeze and a coughing and a choking all at once. What do we think so far? I'm just going for the pastel colours. I feel like I'm missing something. Did anybody watch my colour along? I was trying my best to explain what I was doing a little bit more, and remember to show the colours that I was using, and I'm not 100% sure whether I did it right or not. Has anybody actually, who's on my stream now, has anybody actually watched it? I don't know, not everyone's got pan pastels, so I was a bit nervous about using it. Right, I think we're going to go for some blue now. You can do more things than me, Kirsty, if you sat there colouring and chatting on live stream. I can't do that. It's either one or the other. Well, at least they're playing together. At least they're playing together. I've just got probably my son in his bedroom shouting at the Xbox on his own. Probably whinging because he's losing. I've got one upstairs on the Xbox. My husband down here on the Xbox. I think that blue is leaking a bit. No, it's looking nice on camera, but in real life it's looking a bit like a dirty blue colour, so I'm going to add a bit more blue. Kirsty, it was it the Mariola Boudet one? Yes, it was the Mariola Boudet one, the one with the cat. That's the one that I did as a colour along, and I'm just not confident at all about doing colour alongs. I don't mind doing colouring chats because I don't have to exactly explain what I'm doing. I'll say every now and again, you know, what I'm using. I'm still not happy with that blue. Let's add a bit more to it. See here, that's better, although I've added a lot of water. Would you ever dabble in these sort of watercolours, Kirsty, now that you've started the metallic ones? I think I could put stickles on the My Little Pony horns. I think that would look really cute. And this paper actually, now that it's dry there, I can feel it. It's buckled ever so slightly. But I was looking at watercolour paper and we're talking £12 to £13 for 20 pieces of paper. I thought, no way that I'm paying that, no way. So this one, it was either 160 or 190 GSM, and for 100 sheets of paper it was £5.99, I want to say. It was something along the lines of them. It wasn't expensive at all. So considering, you know, it's holding up to this amount of water, but let's see what it's like when I start adding other mediums. We'll see. Oh, I've gone out the line a little bit there. I'm trying to work out what colours that we're missing now. I'm going to add a little bit more of the coral while we've got so much of it. Yeah, well, if you do watch it, Crystal, if you don't mind, could you just comment below that video and just let me know what you think of it? Because obviously if it's not going to be very popular, me doing that sort of thing, I don't want to waste my time doing that. So I would love some feedback on that video if anybody would mind, or anybody that's watching this after the live stream. if you could possibly do me a favour and just let me know, you know, what you think of it. Any things that I could change, any things that I could do better. Right. Some watercolours as well, you can pick up cheap as chips, can't you? I think this set that I got was about £30, and it's well worth it because you do get a lot of paints. I'm going to go back in with the yellow, I think. Add a bit more here. And then we'll go in with the Paul Rubens, and then I'll be happy then with the watercolour work. And then we'll leave it for a couple of minutes, let it dry. And then go in with pencils and anything else. So that little bit there is meant to be green, isn't it? Purple over here. That's alright. I'm still trying to get used to my Copic markers. I've got a small set of this skin set. And in all honesty, I prefer my the Mouche markers. I've tried my best to get used to the brush tip, and I'm just feeling like I'm making it, you know, streaker. I need green. So I think I just need to practice a little bit more. Right, that's the pony's tail. So drag this down like so. Purple, pink, blue. So we need the peach here. I'm just adding colour wherever, you know, wherever it's empty now. I'm not specifically thinking about it. Just want to get the colour on there. Bit of purple. Peach. Hello, Daniel. And that little bit will be peach. And that little bit there. Big streak going down there, which I want it yellow. We'll go for blue. That's the ones that I've got, Kirsta. The Ohuhu ones, as well as the Windsor and Newton ones. I have the same trouble with, if I'm honest. The brush tip, I can't make it nice and smooth. It just always looks really streaky. But the Ohuhu ones, if I use the chisel side, it looks perfect. Yeah, he's Daniel and I'm Deborah, and we've done something bad. Yeah. Right, that's a part of the pony's tail. This bit here. Right, one more bit here. I'm gonna go for blue again. And then we're gonna go in with the Paul Rubens. So if you know, I've done her rainbow, what colour her eyebrows gonna be before I put this away? And I've missed a little bit there. I'm gonna go for a rainbow eyebrows. Let's just make it random. Peach. We're not finished it yet. You try and do these. Do you want me to draw you a stick man? You can colour that in. And blue. I might even add a bit of the Paul Rubens to the eyebrows or the lips. Maybe the stars. I'm not sure. Right, where's my lid? Right, the bow I'm going to leave alone for now because I'm not sure what colour I'm going to go with. So I'm putting my watercolour paints away. If you've watched me for any time, you know that I have to tidy everything up before I get anything else out because it'll drive me crazy, everything, you know, like a messy desk. Yeah, I beat you to it, Kirsta. I picked rainbow. Right, take them out of the bed. To be fair, I did use these yesterday. Yeah, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday, last night. So if anybody's not seen these yet, I'll bring them up into the light. Oh my god, they're gorgeous. I love them every time I see them. I'm thinking pink and green to go with the ponies. I think that's going to be the best bet. So the pink is going to be, it's literally called pink, which is this one here. So I'm just going to pop a couple of drops of water just to start activating it. And then the green, I'm going to pick Deep Interference Green, which I know which one this is. I don't need to look because I use it all the time. This is one of my favourite out of the palette. I'm just going to leave them a couple of seconds just to activate. No, they've not, Kirsta. No, but to be fair, do you know what's happened? I've ended up going onto live chat. 1 second. I ended up going onto live chat asking them where's my order, and they said it was out of stock when I ordered it, when I paid for it. So they've kindly sent me a refund, which is fine. I would have ordered them when they were back in stock, but they've kindly said that they will send me the pencils out, no charge, because of what's happened once they're back in stock, which could take anything from 2 to 4 weeks. So I think I'm coming up to week 2 now. So it's sort of just wait for them to turn up now. I said to the man that I was speaking to, do I need to contact you regarding this, etc, etc, and he said no. He said it'll just be posted to you. So I mean, that customer service is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I've even got a nice pencil case. Let me just show you. If I can even get it out because my books are in the way. I've even got a nice pencil case which I thought that I was going to be filling up with the Arteza. And like I said, they've not come yet, so when they do come, they'll be coming in that gorgeous case. So they'll be all nice and protected. They are the full set. I think it's 120, I believe. Oh, I don't know what tin it was, I can't remember. But I ordered them, didn't I? Talking about 2.5 weeks ago now. And I ordered them and they were in stock. And then, like I said, I've contacted them. And they've said, no, unfortunately, they're not in stock. So it was just a mess up with the computer, I think. For whatever reason. So yeah, I'm just waiting on them now. But I don't think I'm going to bother doing any sort of review. There's some brilliant reviews already out there. I'm just going to be using them on my channel for more budget friendly pencils. But I don't know if anybody knows, but it was like big news yesterday. I even screenshotted it and sent it to my husband, and it's like, you know, that doesn't mean nothing to me. But the Holbein pencils, Holbein, are available now in the UK. Woo! So they're available from Jackson Arts. That's where I ordered the majority of my Neocolour 2s. They are very expensive pencils, but it's cheaper to order them from the Jackson Arts website than paying the import taxes from Japan. So yeah, I'm chuffed. I think they were on offer at the time, Kirsty. I think I paid about 44.90. They were 45. They were 45. So I got that refunded to my bank last week. I think it was like 30-40% off. I can't quite remember anyway. Mrs. Rogers, yeah, I know, you know, obviously because my husband, he doesn't colour and he doesn't understand, but he's like, what are you talking about? Like, well, you can't get these pencils anywhere in the UK, you have to order them from Japan, etc, etc. So yeah, I was super duper excited. So what I'm planning on doing is ordering just a couple of single pencils, the pastel ones, and seeing how I feel about them. And then we'll see, maybe after my holidays I'll start saving up. And then possibly get the full set. I don't really want to say that. Well, he can't hear me anyway because he's got his headphones in. But that's the plan anyway. The watercolour pencils, the Arteza ones, look lovely as well. The only reason that I didn't order them was because I've got the Core I Know, I think they're called, the 72 set, and I'm quite impressed with them ones for a budget pencil. So yeah, I'm happy with them. As you can see with these paints, I think I've gone over that first one again, but I don't need to go over any of the others. Yeah, they sell singles. They're the same price, I believe, as the Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils. I was thinking about getting the full set of them, which single price, I think they were £3 each. I've got one. I bought the white one as a single, and I was going to get the full set of them. But working out the price, and it actually works out better to get the Holbein pencils, the full set of them, than it does to get the Luminance. Thank you, Kirsty. So we just wing it and keep our fingers crossed that it turns out. I'm gonna go in with the green, the minty green. Well, that's my plan at the start. I just want to see how I feel about them, but I've watched probably too many reviews actually in the last 24 hours of them, and I've made my mind up. I want them. Because they look really, they're like a cross between Prismas and Polys, aren't they? They just look gorgeous, especially all them pastel colours. I could even just get the pastel set and not bother with the rest and just stick to the rest of my pencils. But they look absolutely gorgeous. I'll share a picture on Instagram, Kirsty. I'll have a look when the stream's finished. I love seeing your pages. I said it to you the other day, considering you've only been colouring. Well, it's not that long now, is it? Is it a couple of months? You're really good at it. You're really talented. I think it shows anyway with all your likes on Instagram. They're super nice. I love seeing them. Add them to that group as well that we're on. Everybody on there will probably love to see them as well. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yeah, well that's my idea. So we'll see. We'll just order a couple of the pastel ones, and we'll see. Like your pinks, your blues, you know, colours that you know you're going to use. And then we'll see. Right, I'm gonna nip off. I'm gonna be literally 2 minutes to the ladies' room. And I will be back. Well, it's good timing actually because I can let this all dry, can't I? Oh, I'm stepping over all my boots. So if you can hear clicking in the background, that's my husband on the Xbox still. So I will won't be a minute. Right, I'm back. What did I miss? I made as quick as I can. Right, it should be almost nearly dry because then Paul Rubens are quite good at drying quick. I think is that caught up? Yeah. I've just seen your comment on Jackson Arts. Yeah, it's a website, Kirsta. Type in Jackson Arts, I think .co.uk. Have a look on there. That's where I bought all of my, well, the majority of them, should I say, the Neo Colour 2s, open stock. That's where I got them from. What do we think on the stars on the face? Shall we go with the Paul Rubens? I think it might be a little bit too much. I think we're better off probably going with pencils. Thank you. I was trying to be as quick as I can but as quiet as I can because my child wakes up at anything. Right, so I'm putting my Paul Rubens back to bed. Putting the covers on them. Look at, I mean, if you've not seen these before, the packaging is absolutely stunning. I would never, ever, ever in a million years use this cloth for anything other than wrapping them up. Keep them in the box. They're nice and pretty and they literally sit right at the side of me. Right, so paint brushes can go away. And let's work on pencils. That water is very, very dirty. I'm going to have to change it later. I always recommend keeping a piece of kitchen roll. I'm going to have to chuck that one away now. Nice colours though on there. Right. So my pencils, of course. With Prismas. I used my polish yesterday. So I try and change it up. And switch between the pencils. You know, so I'm getting used to both of them. The sharpener that I use is the Helix one, not the crank one. And it's a very, very good sharpener for these pencils actually. And I think we should start working on the skin. I think we are. We're going to work on the skin, so let me get my swatch charts out. Oh, you're not going out yet, love. My dog's sitting at the back door begging to go out. Once I let her out though, it takes her 15 minutes, she won't come back in. Right, so here's my charts for anybody that's interested. This is what I'm working off. Let me just try and get it all in frame. I really do need to make a new colour chart. Alright, cursed love. Hopefully see you in a bit. So I'm leaning more towards this one. Hope you can see that. So we've got Hanna 103, which I've got a good idea where she is. We've got Hanna, we've got Nectar, we've got Peach. I'm getting used to the names now and where I'm actually keeping them. Light Peach, which is probably my most used Prismacolor. Luckily I've got backups. I think I've got 3 backups of this colour, luckily. And grade lavender. Right, so let's pop pencils over to one side. And colour charts can go away for now. I'm running out of room, I'm having to plant them on the floor. I'm just going to have to sharpen this one. It barely even fits in the sharpener now, there's no end to it. I have got a pencil extender, I'll just have to dig it out. I'm not quite sure, I might have even lent it my son. I can't really remember. So I'm just going to put a light layer of this all over. And then we'll either use this to burnish at the end, or we can use a white Prisma, or we can use the white luminance. I'm not going in with a really light hand. As you know, some of you will know, I get quite bored working in certain areas for too long. But it works for me. The way that I colour it turns out nice in the end. I'm even going to go over the stars. I'm not going to worry about them too much because I might even go over them with some Pentel hybrid gel pens. And maybe even stickles. Stickles maybe. Thank you, Crystal. I'm going to hopefully go over as well and shade a little bit with the hair. That's the plan anyway. I don't like how the eyebrows have dried. They've dried a little bit dark. But you can't have everything, can you? It can't be all perfect. Not when you're like me and you like just, you know, getting it done. So if I didn't mention, this is Light Peach. I really do need to find that extender. It's going to start hurting my hand using this. So what other games have you been playing on the Switch, Crystal? Have you got the Switch or Switch Lite? I was overjoyed on Christmas Day when I got that. I knew I was getting it anyway, but I was still overjoyed when I opened it on Christmas Day, because he'd picked out the Pokemon edition for me, which I thought was super duper sweet. On my father-in-law. So I'm going to move the light very slightly, just so my hands are not in the shade. That should be better. You can see what I'm doing a bit better. Right, so that's all basted with that colour, and I'm going to work I'm in with the lavender. I found this really strange at first, putting a lavender colour down on skin. I was like, well, that's not going to work, but it does. And I've just realised this bit here, is it dry? Yeah. I think that was meant to be skin, so we're going to go over that and hope for the best. It might not even pick up on camera. I just don't want streaks. You know, streaks of purple, it will look a bit strange. Ah, do you kids sit there and watch you play it then? I think my son is itching for one of us to say that we've finished with the Pokemon game so we can take it over. But I'm determined to catch them all. So he ain't having my game off me. He might have my husband's because I think he stopped playing it now. He's completed the game. I don't think he's too fussed about completing all the other bits, but there is an update in, I think there's a paid DLC which I don't think they've ever done. It's out in June, I think. So he ain't getting my Switch off me anytime soon. The main reason that I wanted it is to take it away on the holidays so I can play it on the plane. Right, I'm going to go in now with Hanna, which is the darkest shade that I'm using. And just go around basically where I've just been round. Now that I'm looking at it, that was the skin, wasn't it? I'm going to send myself by a minute out. Oh, do you not know about the update yet? I've been keeping an eye on it, watching all the updates. I think it was the 9th of January they released all the information. So I think there's characters and Pokemon coming from all the other versions. There's 100 in the first update and there's 100 in the second one. So that'll keep me busy for a while. I'm always really nervous about doing noses. Like, I'm not even going to add much here because I always feel like I mess it up. Just a little bit. And under the chin. I'm not going to do this area because I don't think that is actually skin. I'm trying to be careful as well and mindful because the paper isn't 100% dry. So I don't want to lay down too much pencil and rip the paper. So I'm going in with the next lightest shade, which is Nectar. No worries, Crystal. And hopefully bring this together. I think I've got peach next. probably won't be able to get this finished off all in one stream, so I do want to work on the hair a little bit more. I don't want to leave it like that. But we shall see. We're not even started on the bow yet. Patter, patter, patter. Right, I'm going to go in with peach. And just bring that a little bit further down, and I think I'll go over with light peach again. All over. I'm just using circular motion. Sometimes I use, you know, straight like that, and other times it's circle. It's all depending. It always looks different on camera than it does in real life, which is strange. Right, let's go back in with the light peach. I'm going to use a slightly heavier hand this time. Yeah, I definitely think now that I'm looking at it, it's going to take a little bit longer than I originally thought. So it's going to have to be in part 2. I need to do the shading in the hair, finish the ponies off, and even make a start on the bow. So I am going to try and burnish with this colour as best as I can actually. That should be alright. It's quite difficult to burnish though with this pencil being so bloody little. Yeah, I think that'll work out that. I think we'll go as well next time that we come back to this with a really bubblegum pink lip. I think that would look nice. With loads and loads of glossy accents on top to make it look like she's wearing lip gloss. Now let's bring it down. Oh gosh, it's hurting me on this smaller pencil. I need to find that pencil extender ASAP. We're getting there, slowly but surely. See, I don't know if I've messed this bit up here because I thought it was part of the hair and I've already put watercolour down. I'm so glad though I ended up getting these PDFs. I really enjoy Hanna Karlzon. It's something different. Something different out of her books. I know she's releasing a new book. I can't quite remember when that's going to be out, if I'm honest. I think she's taking pre-orders now. Right, I'm going to go in actually with the luminance. So it's just the white, the luminance, the white. Just to take some of these streaky marks. Right. Just try and smooth it over a little bit. That's better. Yeah, I think we'll go for a bubblegum pink lip and then a matching bow. That'll look nice. Right, I think I've done enough jabbering tonight. I think I've got a bit of a sore throat, and actually, we're talking for ages. So we will finish this up on a live stream. So we've got the eyes, the lips, the rest of the skin, because I do want to finish that off. It is looking streaky in some areas. The bow, the ponies, and a bit of shading on the hair. But apart from that, I'm really happy with it actually. As you can see with them Paul Rubens, they're just beautiful. I don't know if I can move that way. No, that's better. Move it that way, you can see. Just super duper sparkly. So I'll hopefully catch you in the next stream. So I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.